vacation, everybody's partying. People are looking, get this last race over with. I want to go out to dinner and, whatever. Sometimes they don't pay as much
The team
attention.
put up to them. That's no excuse, Ralph. They're professionals. They're not supposed to
Exactly. I understand. Well, I told you what I think. I think,
yeah, and I agree with you.
There should be a penalty of some sort. Just can't say, I'm sorry. And by the way, when you bet a race, that pari-mutuel ticket is a contract with the racetrack that you are betting within the conditions of the race. The conditions of the race was not a mile and 16th. It was a mile and 1/8. I wonder how many horse players out there are thinking to themselves, they broke the contract.
I told you, Ralph, if you bet an outside post that day and you knew it was a mile and a 16th, well, that may have changed your handicapping because a mile and an 1/8 obviously is a longer run into that first turn. And from an outside post, you have a chance.
Right.
A mile and a 16th from that outside post, you might as well rip up your ticket. And they didn't care.
All right. Well, we can go for hours on this, but you get the point, folks. And like I said, I'm not blaming anybody as far as doing it deliberately. It was a mistake.
No, there's no point to do it deliberately. What would they gain out of it? But that's not the point. It's just sloppiness. It's sloppiness.
We understand, Jonathan. Give me a horse.
Okay. Okay, Ralph. I'm sorry.
Give me a horse. Give me a horse.
That's going to win. Let's go to the 8th race at Saratoga.
Now, this 8th race at Saratoga, you're giving us this horse if it's contested at a mile on the Interturf course, right?
Exactly.
Okay, go ahead.
At a mile, and it's obviously turf only. I love the number 3 horse in here, Trail of Gold. This is a 3-year-old filly from the David Donk barn. I ride Ortiz aboard to ride. Last time out, she came off of Lasix. She was running in a stake race. Her start 2 starts back when she was on Lasix was very, very good. She's listed at 4-1 on the morning line. She's going to get a good trip in here. I like number 3, Trail of Gold, to win today's 8th race out at Saratoga.
All right, 8th race at Saratoga, which, by the way, is one of the New York State Stallion Stakes races series. This is a New York Stallion Series Stakes race. And you like in this race, number 3, Trail of Gold with Ired Ortiz Jr. at the 1 mile distance on the Interturf course.
About a mile, but okay, close enough. Thank you, Ralph. Stay safe and be well. Talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, Mr. Soapbox. All right. Thanks a lot, Jonathan. Okay, we're going to go right to Duane Colucci because we're running a little bit back on time. So we're going to go right to Duane Colucci. Colucci, good morning.
How you doing, Ralph? Good to join you.
I would imagine that you had a fun down there at Del Mar.
Yeah. Today was travel day and just getting back settled into Vegas. So, it was just a great time, fabulous racing. And, you get all the simulcasting, you get all the sights. Got to see all my friends, got to see Bob Ike, got to see Jay Privman. So it was just a great time. The Rampart, seminar contingency was there up in the press box. Awesome time, just great, and got to see a lot of the owners that I know and trainers, and got some great information. I tell you, I did very well on the closing Sunday for me there last Sunday.
Well, and Duane, you should have sent us a horse to give out a pick. Then we're always looking for a winner there, Duane. You don't have to. We always got text, my man. In any case, right. I'll bet you saw a lot of people from Las Vegas down there as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We see all sorts of people. A lot of my friends are there. Saw John Lindo. Naturally, you always see John on track. He's a familiar face down there and one of the best handicappers I know. And it's always great to see John, whether it's at South Point or whether it's at the Del Mar racetrack. And, it's great. Just a great time. And it's great to see all the different ladies that are out there because tons of women out there at that track and always fashionable with the hats and dressed to the nines. So, just a great time. I got to see John Sondareco, who's an excellent owner that he owned the Chosen Vron, and he's a good friend of the families and the Benowitz Family Trust as well. Jerry, God rest his soul, was one of my best customers and my dad's best friend, and got to see his family. And we see them in Vegas a lot as well because they still live here, his wife, Sandra.
Yeah, that type of socializing beats anything they call social media, doesn't it?
Yes, definitely. Always old school, Ralph.
Yeah.
You're right. Just texting isn't doing it.
No, it isn't. Well, you're here now, and you can give us a horse for today.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going in the same race. I'm going, hopefully, on the turf, like we said in race 8 at Saratoga. Going head on against John. I like the 6, Hangover Heaven. He's going to take a lot of money, Ralph. We saw that impressive kick that the horse had. He circled the field. Richard Dutrow, Jose Ortiz, great combination. Richard's been a little cold since his return, but this horse definitely has tremendous potential. We saw that maiden breaking victory. It was just from last to first. Tremendous turn of foot, stretching out a bit now, a mile at Saratoga. Let's hope it stays on the turf and we avoid the monsoons. Hangover Heaven in the 8th race at Saratoga.
I hope that is not a description of your time at Del Mar.
A few of those nights, Ralph. Oh, yeah, trust me. When you start winning, especially that Sunday night, you got to have a few nice Johnny Walker Blacks.
And we know he did, and we know he didn't drive, folks. So in the 8th race
right.
there, number 6, Hangover Heaven. The 6 in the 8th race at Saratoga is Duane Colucci's pick for us. So we got a Siraco play today between him and Jonathan, the 3-6-6-3 exacta combination. And Duane, we're glad to see you back at the Rampart because now we're starting to get into that, the football preseason stuff. And then next thing you know, it'll be football, horse racing, rolling into the Breeders' Cup. And it's just going to be a great time, that's for sure. Happy to have you back there at the Rampart. Thanks a lot, my man.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks, Ralph. I really appreciate it.
You got it, my man. And believe me, folks, if you're in that part of the town here up by Summerlin and you don't go to the Rampart, that'll be your first bad beat. You better show up there. All right, let's go to Rich Ang standing by. Richie, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Ralphie. Good morning, viewers. Good morning, listeners.
So, Richie, when we talked about this starting gate snafu last week, you said when you were working in the New York Racing Association, they used to have a system where the starter and the stewards would make a call to each other to verify where the starting gate was for each starting position in the races. And for some reason or another, that went by the wayside since you worked there. And now they're thinking about that very thing coming back.
I know when I read it in the Daily Racing Form article by Dave Grenning, I'm thinking to myself, Ralph, this is back to the future. This is what they used to do 45 years ago when I worked at NYRA. When they put the gate in position, the starter had a walkie-talkie, spoke to one of the 3 stewards. They confirmed the gate was in the right spot. Then they hung up.
Yeah.
And, you do that about 20, 25 minutes to post, and it's no big deal. But I don't know why they stopped, but that's what they did back in 1980 when I was working at NYRA.
Well, maybe the technology wasn't as up as they want it to be now. Well, let me tell you something. A good old phone call from one to another will get the job done, and I'm glad to see they're going back to it. Hey, Rich, you got a pick for us today?
Yeah, I promised not to take Saratoga race 8.
Okay.
You don't want 3 horses out of the same race. Let's go to Delaware Park. It's a turf only in the 5th, maiden special. And a horse that's lost 2 agonizing photo finishes in a row is number 8, Gallant Lad, for trainer Michael Matz. He now switches to Delaware. He had tried Laurel. He tried Monmouth. Now he tries Delaware Park. And I think this is a slightly softer field. It's turf only. Angel Cruz rides 4-1. Let's go with Gallant Lad in the 5th at Delaware Park.
All right. The 5th race is scheduled at 1 mile and 16th on the turf, and you say turf only, and let's keep it there. In the 5th race, the 8 Gallant Lad, in the 5th. Rich Ang's play for the race day listeners today. And Richie, we'll just stay to the old-fashioned way of doing things, my man. Thanks a lot.
Hey, thanks, Ralph. Good luck, everybody.
You got it. All right, we're going to take our one and only break because we kind of went over on the soapbox today and with some technical difficulties with Jonathan. And when we come back, we've got John Lendo standing by in Southern California and, of course, Jerry Jackowitz yet to come. Don't go away.
Big-time, nighttime pools are always at Los Alamitos, with early Pick 4 pools of more than $175,000 on most nights, and a late Pick 4 pool of more than $150,000 on most nights. Plus, our Pick 6 pools have reached record figures in 2025, including a total pool of over $370,000 on June 15th, and record Pick 6 payouts big-time nighttime pools every weekend at Los Alamitos.
The Race Day Las Vegas Show, the only exclusive daily local media racing information source in Las Vegas.
All right, back on Race Day Las Vegas. We understand that we lost the YouTube connection, and so we just got it back, did we? Okay, we got the YouTube back. Our apologies to the folks that have been watching on YouTube. This normally doesn't happen, but it's not any technical difficulties that happened from our end. It was YouTube, and they got it straightened out, so everything's fine. Let's go to John Lindo standing by. John, good morning.
Good morning, Ralph. Yeah, it's back on. I'm watching it myself.
We got technical bugaboos today, that's for sure. John, you usually venture out and do some things like a suggested late pick 5 during the week when Del Mar's not running for Saratoga, but you're taking a stand this week.
Well, Jonathan mentioned, first of all, I thought the explanation given by the NYRA people was a complete farce. I mean, they read a statement and that was it. And it's like, oh, too bad, our fault. It's no problem. Bye-bye. And Jonathan's statement that they just figure we'll be back. Well, you know what? No, not for me. Not this week, at least. I'll sit this week out from Saratoga. I don't want to do the work and drive players there and have them get the same experience that I have. And I thought how they handled that whole situation from last Saturday was awful. And so I just have no interest in promoting them and driving handle to their signal. So I won't do it this week. I know that Travers is coming up next week. I'll probably do a Travers card. But I have to see how things go out there before I really take a whole lot of interest in promoting that signal. I've got other options. I've got Kentucky Downs coming up, Churchill Downs coming up. I'm always going to do Southern California. So I don't have to play there. And if I do the work and I do the work correctly, I can do it any circuit I want.
John, I just thought it was something that when mistakes happen or when people overextend on things like the jockeys, et cetera, they get penalized. They get either days, fines, or whatever. All of these officials, everybody they didn't tell them you got to take a week off. They didn't say you got to pay a fine. Nothing. There was no penalty to that. And that's the thing that upset me the most.
Absolutely, Ralph. I've been an owner for 40 years. If something goes wrong, we take a lot of blame. We have to pick up all these costs for all these veterinary protocol checks that have been assigned to us. You see the trainers, they get a positive on something without any due process. They're suspended. All this stuff goes on. You've got these set of rules for some parts of the business, but who's in charge of policing the stewards, not only at NYRA, but around the nation? When, who checks out their work to see if they're competent, and who makes the decision on whether they should still be there or not?
Yeah.
I mean, you look at this stuff and you can't tell me these are the best qualified guys to have those positions.
Well, all I can say is that I don't think obviously it wasn't intended. It was a mistake, but
no,
just you get some sort of a penalty to show the betting public that you're no better than they are.
Well, that, and it was the third time it's happened in 7 years, according to Dave Grenning from Daily Racing Form. Okay, once is an honest mistake. Twice, hey, wait a minute, who's watching this? And the third time is, you got to be kidding me. So that's where I think we're at this point.
Well, let's just hope, and like I said, when you make a bet on a race, you bet it's a contract that you have with the racetrack that they're going to, you bet under the conditions they have presented you. This was not that condition.
That's right. You have an official program. All the data and information provided to horse players is based on the information given to them. And all of a sudden, you're running the race under different conditions that have been out there. That means we're playing under fraudulent conditions, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, we'll see what the ramifications are. This is kind of a rippling thing, but enough said on that. What's your schedule this week for the Lindo Report?
We'll just do Del Mar this week, Thursday through Sunday, and we'll stick with that, and we'll see how things go in New York. Obviously, I love to watch the Saratoga racing, but I'm not going to put a dime there this week and just see how things go. it's the only voice I have as a horse player not to play.
John, real quick, any rumors, any little tidbits about who might show up in the Pacific Classic between maybe journalism or Baeza? Yeah.
No, still waiting to hear, Ralph. Obviously, with the Travers on the 23rd, there'll be some important workouts for horses like journalism this coming weekend, and then we'll know. But I haven't heard a thing, and want to see what Baeza wants to do as well. When I do, I'll make sure you guys know.
All right. And, of course, we know White Barrio's down there, and he's going to go in the Pacific Classic as well. Thanks a lot, John, for your report in Southern California, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
You got it, Ralph. Good luck today.
All right. You got it, my man. Now going to Jerry Jackowitz. Jerry, good morning.
Good morning, Ralph.
And, Jerry, when we last talked to you about this on Sunday, you said that you didn't think it was a big deal, the difference in the start or the distance of the race.
Yeah, I think you really sort of hit on you said this. And first of all, nobody likes to see something like this happen.
Sure.
I mean, it's common sense. It's like, do your job the right way. But, I don't know who's actually involved in the decision-making and how complicated it is and all the things that are going on. So I don't want to judge them. But I will say this. As you said, it happened 3 times in the last 7 years. I'll take your word for it that that's right. That's like 3 incidences in like 12,000 occurrences of races. So it's not like egregious, really, when you look at it. I mean, we all go to work and we all make mistakes
Certainly.
here, there, and everywhere. Me more than most, but as you well know, Ralph.
But to think that it didn't make any difference in the race, I think, is pretty presumptuous because.
Well, I'm sure it did make a difference.
Yeah, but you said it didn't make it.
Run another 110 yards.
Exactly, and you said on Sunday that it didn't really make that much difference.
Well, I said we don't know that it made a difference. It might have been the same finish. I just said we don't know that. But I mean, that's the odds are it would have made a difference. But we lose races for the dumbest reasons. Or how many people at Alamuse when he won back at Saratoga and the steward disqualified him and then they disqualified the wrong horse?
Yeah.
How many times have your horse been in front before the wire and after the wire, but at the wire itself you kind of lost the race somehow? It's we have stories of getting beat, jockeys doing stupid stuff on the track that just mind blowing.
Yeah. But in every one of the instances you just stated, there was a penalty that was attached to it.
Right, and there should be, but for something that occurs once in a blue moon.
So then, okay,
for whatever reason,
just to clarify, then you think
I don't want to be his boss. Let's put it this way: I want to be a nice boss. I'm going to say, don't do it again.
Right now, to clarify that, however, do you think there should be a penalty attached to it, even though it was a mistake? We understand that it wasn't done intentionally, but should there be a penalty?
It's hard for me to judge if it was done because the guy was careless. Sure, I don't know. Make him write something on the chalkboard I'm not going to benefit from the penalty. Most of these penalties are done to change the behavior of jockey. They're whipping the horse too many times or things like that.
We're going to go.
The really egregious things that happen in horse racing that they don't penalize. Stewards not applying the rules consistently from one race to another. That's an issue.
I agree.
Putting horses back in the gate after they broke through the gate when they have absolutely no chance of winning, and your money's on it, and that's nobody's penalized for that. Everybody they applaud. Oh, look, the steward put him back in the gate to run. I mean, the vet put him back in the gate. These are things that are real issues that really people should get their ire up about and should really go after.
Okay.
And the CAW, the betting, allowing this is pari-mutuel betting, and it implies that we have an equal chance with each other to step up to the window and make a bet.
Right.
To allow computers to come in, and AI for that matter, and bet against you, using the odds through computers
Yeah.
to create their bets. I mean, I can go and look at the odds.
I know, Jerry, I
down.
know that you can go on for hours on this, and we already did do that. And
those are issues we should get angry at.
And I agree with you there. There's no doubt about it. You got 30 seconds to give me a pick.
Let's go to the 6. Let's get out of the 5. We'll take the 1 horse out of the 5. Probably the best bet is as a win bet, but we'll play the 1 over the 2, 3, 6, and 7. Reverse those. But at 9-2, out of the 5, the 1 horse looks like a fantastic bet to me. I'll go down to 5-2 here.
All right, 9-2 on the morning line. You'll take up the 5-2 in the 6th race. The 1 is the key. The link-ups are 2, 3, 6, 7, and reverse. The 1 is the key. Jerry J's Power Pages for the rest of the races today at Saratoga can be found right now at jerryjspowerpage.com. As you can see out there, folks, there are many different takes on these issues, that's for sure. But I think all of us want to see one thing: everything to be played fair, fair playing field for everybody. And when a mistake happens or something happens, the penalties should be adjudicated across the board as well. I think that would probably solve a lot of the debate anyhow. But I know one thing: there's only one thing more to say today, and Jerry's going to say it.
Have a great race day, everybody.